What's going on, guys? It is your boy Screens, and today's video is going to be all about how to stop slashers in NBA 2K20, how to stop the baseline dunks, how to stop the hop steps, how to stop all that. So I know y'all know that slashing in this game takes no skill, like this game fully revolves around hop steps, baseline dunks. All these guards that think they're great ISO players just do the same thing and then run past you, do a hop step, or do a baseline reverse dunk. And I'm not gonna lie, it does get pretty annoying. When I first started playing this game and I didn't know how to guard any of these things, and these people just kept like hop stepping me, kept baseline reversing me, I had no idea how to guard it. I was getting frustrated. I didn't know what to do. But as time went on, I learned these methods and tricks to stop these slashers. So I've decided to share some with you, share all these defensive methods with you guys today. So before this video starts, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to those post notifications, because we're going crazy this summer, y'all. We're going crazy, we're going nuts. Thank you guys for all the support recently. We're growing very, very quickly. And yeah, also follow my Twitter, which will also be in the description, to keep up with me and the channel. I always interact with you guys. I always post my streams and my videos there too, because I know YouTube notifications just act weird. They don't always go out. So if you have my noties on for Twitter, you will 100% get the notification when I go live and I post a new video, even if you don't get it on YouTube. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe with those post notifications, and let's get right into the video, y'all. Alright, y'all, so the very first thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is the baseline dunks, and I want to show you guys what not to do. So as you guys can see, we're in this like 1v1 scenario with the just black top, and something that constantly people do with baseline reverse dunks is they sit there and they hold their right stick up to get an auto contest. Now any other scenario, right sticking would be fine. But as you guys can see in this video, basically the right stick will always have the defender right stick to the opposite, or to the spot where the slasher starts their dunk. And the reason why this is so bad is because obviously if you start the baseline dunk / layup on the left side of the basket, the defender will auto contest on the left side, and this is bad because the slasher finishes on the right side if he starts on the left, and vice versa. If he starts on the right, he finishes on the left. Now the issue with this is that your guy will get an auto contest, put himself out of position without like blocking it or getting a contact animation, and will constantly just miss everything, and then the slasher, will finish on the other side of the basket. So this is something that a lot of players do, and I'm going to show you guys just a few more clips of this. These players are constantly just right sticking, and they don't know the issue. They don't know the issue because their guy just spazzes out. It's the right stick which makes it so that your guy kind of flails his arms out and gets an auto contest, like I said before. This is something that you guys are gonna want to do. So right there, that is what you guys are gonna want to do. What you have to do is sit in the paint. Do not touch your right stick at all. Your right stick will put you out of position almost every single time. Now what you guys want to do is to press Y when he comes into that paint area. If this is a person that is constantly spamming those baseline reverse layups or dunks, you guys are going to want to sit in the paint, wait for them to come in. Do not touch right stick. I wouldn't even advise touching LT. The only way I would touch LT is if you would want a clamp animation, which I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, you guys are obviously going to want to sit there and not right stick, and when he comes into the paint and starts that animation, press Y and jump at him. Now obviously all of these methods are a lot harder for guards, but they're not impossible. A lot of it is just timing and not using your right stick, because your right stick, like I said, will put you in terrible auto contest animations. And what using Y will do is it will cause way more contact layups and overall bad takes. Obviously some of these are still going to go in. Obviously it's not going to stop them every single time, but the bigger you are, the more defensive badges that you guys have. If you just press Y at them, you're going to get a contact animation, and for the most part they will miss the shot. And also the thing that I also wanted to talk about was the LT. The only reason I wouldn't hold LT is because LT also sometimes puts you in contact animations. or auto contest animations, and you're more likely to be stunned. And also, we just started the new part of the hop step. But all of these can get what's it called? The clamp animation is huge. Obviously, if you press the ball handler, a lot of these like interior finishers or forces don't have high ball handling. So if you press them, it is very likely that they will just pick up the ball. Now, something that I want to talk about now is how to stop the hop step. So a lot of people have trouble with the hop step the same way that they have trouble with the baseline reverses. Now, obviously, see, as you guys can see, a lot of it is just timing. That's what timing your jumps perfectly, not jumping and putting yourself out of position too soon. So what you guys are going to want to do is, if you guys look at what I'm doing, if you hold B like really high in the paint, like not right under the basket obviously, but if you hold B, it will essentially force the person doing the hop step to get a layup animation over a dunk. Now you guys know that doing a dunk is way harder to guard than a layup. So obviously, if you increase the layup chances, you're more likely to get a stop, because the layups are way easier to contest than actual what's it called? Actual dunks. So that's something that you guys are going to want to do. Now, when holding B, obviously, you still have to contest it, because if you just hold B the entire time, it's not a contest. So when you're holding B, you want to basically wait for him to finish his hop step, and then the second he lands, press Y. Because, like I said, this is you timing your jump, and a lot of the times, the second that they land, they'll go right back up with it. And also, if you have Hall of Fame pogo stick or silver pogo stick or any variation of pogo stick, that will help too. So, like I said, a lot of this in this game is in paint defense and slashing is not using your right stick when they're coming at you, and timing your jumps. Obviously, you don't want to press Y the second he does a hop, because obviously you're gonna press Y, you're gonna jump, and then he's gonna hop to the side, and you're gonna get out of position. So, a lot of this is timing your jumps. Obviously, you're gonna want to like scare him and make him not do a dunk by holding B, because obviously, like I said, dunks are harder to guard than layups. And so what the next part that I want to talk about is your contact dunks. As you guys can see there, I just jumped again. But so your contact dunks, which I'm going to show a few clips in a second, are also the same kind of concept. A lot of people don't know this, but for your contact dunks, you guys can jump out of them. Like if you're stuck in an animation of like a contact posterizer, you don't have to just sit there and take it. So as you guys can see, that was like that one clip was me not doing anything. I usually show you guys what not to do. If you guys get into an animation of a contact dunk, it's not the end of the world. What you guys want to do is you guys at first want to notice that the defender is not hop stepping or doing a baseline reverse dunk. Because if he is, you guys are just going to want to sit there. Now, if you guys can tell that you are stuck in one of these contact dunk animations, what you guys can do is once you realize that you're stuck, you guys just want to press Y. It's not like one of those hop step animations where you guys have to wait until a certain point to actually press Y. And same with baseline reverses. You guys don't have to wait to press Y in a contact dunk animation compared to a hop step or compared to a baseline reverse. Now, what this will do is essentially it'll change the animation. So if you're like a big man or something, you guys can be rewarded with blocks when you do this. So you're stuck in an animation, a contact dunk animation, you press Y, it will change the animation to a contested layup, which is usually going to be in like the 50 pluses when it comes to contest, or you're going to block it. And that's something that a lot of players don't really do. They just get in the animation, they just take it. So hopefully all of what I just said makes sense. A lot of it is timing your presses of Y, and I'm going to see you guys real quick. Alright guys, so the next thing that I want to talk about is your defensive badges. Now, obviously, for the, say for example, the 1v1 court, or if you're just playing a slasher and you're playing a slasher, your defensive badges are going to change. So obviously I can't put all my defensive badges on right now just because I only have 19, but things that you guys are going to want to look at are Rim Protector, obviously, and Intimidator. Those are the first two that you guys are going to want to get up in terms of just trying to block these slashes, block anything in the paint. And other badges like Pogo Stick and Clamps, I obviously don't have these on, but You know, if you guys have extra badge points and you guys know that you're playing against a slasher, 100% put those on, because clamps, like I said, will initiate those pickup ball animations against the interior finishers that don't have high ball handling. A lot of the times they just run at you, and if you guys press them, you know, they have a higher tendency to pick up the ball. What a lot of people do is they notice that they're playing against a slasher and they just sit paint just because they know that they can't do anything else. But what you can, like a main way that you can really stop a slasher is just pressing them when they have the ball, when they're dribbling, they're doing step backs and stuff. Just get right up on them, try to create as much contact as you can with clamps. If you have clamps on, it obviously helps, but you know, you don't need the badge to do it. Clamps just helps. And so what he can possibly do is, if he runs in you and like is too late to start a like a contact dunk or a hop step or a baseline reverse, he'll just pick up the ball. And obviously, he'll either pass it if it's a 2v2, 3v3 scenario, whatever, or it's the one score and he has to shoot now a contested jump shot. So that's something that you guys are going to want to look into. Now, obviously, with pogo stick, if you guys do take the route of sitting in the paint and knowing that, basically, this is for like my bigs, I would kind of do the clamp animation method if you were a, if you're like a guard versus an interior. Like obviously you know that you're outmatched in the paint and it's really hard for you to get contests. That's what I would do for guards. But if you're a center and you guys are big enough to get actually like contact layups on them and like contact contests and contact blocks and stuff like that, putting on a pogo stick with rim protector and intimidator is huge, because what you guys can do is on a hop step, for example, intimidator and rim protector are staples. These will get you blocks and contact animations and increase the contest that the slasher normally would get. Obviously, that's why he'd miss it. Now, for cases of like hop steps, like I said, if you just time your jump the second he lands that hop and is about to go up with it again, you know, there are times where he will wait for you to jump and then he'll go up with it. Obviously, if it's a good slasher, they'll wait on it. But with a badge like pogo stick, you know, he'll wait, see that you're jumping, and he'll be like, oh, I can just go up with this. But then if you have pogo stick activated or on, you can just spam Y and get a double jump, triple jump, whatever. And now he's stuck. So either he has to go up with it, if you keep spamming pogo stick, he'll, you know, it's going to be a block or a contest or a high contest or something like that. Or, you know, like, he's going to just sit there and hold the ball because he's stuck after that hop. Like I said, a hop, you know, the hop layups or hop dunks are, you know, you're picking up your dribble. So if you're sitting there spamming Y, he's not going to want to go up with it, especially if you're a bigger player with defensive badges. So hopefully what I said made sense. I'm going to see you guys back in the park in a second. But like I said, hopefully all of what I said made sense. If it didn't, make sure to leave a comment and a question down in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as I, you know, get back to my phone or my computer or whatever. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the park right now. All right, y'all. So hopefully this video did help you guys. You know, I know how frustrating it is to go against slashers and to feel just helpless against these players. You know, a lot of it doesn't take skill. It's just tapping X or pulling your right stick to the corner or something like that, or even just holding X and getting a contact dunk. You know, it doesn't take a lot of skill to do these moves. And the thing is, though, it does take a whole lot of skill to actually, you know, to actually stop them. Just to time your jumps, to time these, to time these jumps, and to refrain from holding right stick at the right times to avoid an auto contest. Now, obviously, these methods are not going to work all the time. Obviously, there are going to be bailouts. There's still going to be contact dunks that you can't jump out of. You're going to get stunned on hop steps. Stuns are huge. If you get stunned, there's nothing you can do, bro. You're literally stuck. If he goes up with it, he goes up with it. Hopefully, you just got to hope that your intimidator kicks in and he misses. So, like I said, hopefully this video did help you guys. If it did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with those post notifications so you don't miss out on another video. We're going crazy this summer. And also follow my Twitter, like I said, will also be down in the description to keep up with me and the channel. And hopefully this video did help you guys. And I'm out. Peace.